in his will. He's got me in his hands. I'm chillin', chillin', chillin' with purpose. God has a purpose. God has a plan. I'm living his will. He's got me in his hands. I'm chillin', chillin', chillin' with purpose.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Chillin' with Purpose, the broadcast that rescues the heart and the mind. We have been having some technical difficulties, but we cannot be stopped. So, our producer is still working out hers. And while we are, I don't know what happened to our other co host. Maybe she'll be in a moment. But let's do some. Hi, Shania. So glad to have you. Let me see. Do I have some announcements? I don't really know because we've been having technical difficulties. Yes, we do. There is an event coming in October. And not only are they precious people in our lives, the Powerhouse Christian Fellowship with the wonderful Apostle Stephen Baker and his awesome wife, Prophetess Sonia Baker. They are doing Focus, Faith, and Fire, October 10th through the 12th. And Chillin' with Purpose has the honor of ministering at this event as well. So this is like double duty and double beautiful. So please keep a watch out. For more information, you can always go to Powerhouse Christian Fellowship and get more information. But this is the flyer, Removing the Interference. So yeah. Mark your calendars. October 10th through the 12th. And then, because it's almost August, which says we've been moving swiftly, you'll want to mark your calendars for January 24th, 2026. What's that? August, September, October, November, December, January. 6 months away. 6 months away. You are going to want to save the date for this as well. It will be January 24th, 2026 from 10 o'clock a.m. to 2 o'clock p.m. $35 is the registration. But please don't say you don't have the money, because you could start now paying $1 a week, $2 a week, $5 a month, something. Okay, 6 months. So you need an extra. Okay, so what's 6? Hold on, y'all. I'm about to do math by hand. 6 divided by 35. 5 is 30. Bring the 5. So you could do a little bit of like $5.80 something cents a month, and you will pay the $35 off. And so you can reach out to Magdalene Jean-Baptiste. She is the host of this Power Conference 2026. And is food served? What do they get for $35, ma'am?
They get conference materials, they get a continental breakfast and a catered lunch, as well as the speakers.
The continental breakfast, the catered lunch, and if people do handouts. That's what conference materials are. Most people don't, but if they happen to, you'll get a copy because it'll be included in your $35. So you get breakfast and lunch. You can go away full naturally and spiritually. Do you have your ministers lined up, confirmed?
I have 2 confirmed.
And who are those 2?
Pastor Mary Tellis and Minister Prophet Teresa Brown, I think is her last name.
That's funny. You think that's her last
I don't have the thing in front of me.
That is hilarious. Okay, so we have 2 of 3 lined up. Thank you, Shania. She said $6 a month. Yeah, if you do $6 a month, we'll give you some change back. Because 6 times 6 is what? 30s. Okay, 36. Okay. Is it? What's 6 times 6? Is it 36?
Yep.
Okay, I was wondering if y'all was still there with me.
I didn't know if you were asking us. I thought you might have been talking to yourself, like while you calculating.
I was asking y'all.
So
y'all were just sitting there like,
I thought you were doing the 6 times 6 because we talk to ourselves when we calculating, so we just thought you were doing it as well.
Oh, that is funny. Now I can't get it to go. Okay, there we go. All right, y'all. So the handsome man that y'all see with our producer Sandra, he is helping her with the technical difficulties. So she will join us as soon as she can. So we're going to continue to flow in the vein of the nursery rhymes and their hidden meanings. And we have some to kick off. Please let us know if there's some that you want us to look up for you and do a little bit of research on. Go ahead and post those in the comments. We will see those when you post them. And as time permits, we will definitely do it. And if we can't do it, why my screen get dark? Did y'all screen?
No, we can see you and hear you.
Oh, that is hilarious. It changed a little bit. You know what? I'm convinced that I am not impressed with technology. Nevertheless, because I ain't done nothing in it. The whole little brightness changed. But so listen, let's go. So I'm going to kick this off. As always, I just think it's important to give a little history. Plus, we don't always pay attention. So I'm just going to repeat some of it again. And so, it is said that the earliest nursery rhyme came about in the 14th century. The golden age came later in the 18th century. Tommy Thumb's songbook was published around 1744. A century later, Edward Rimboldt published a nursery rhyme collection. This was the first one published that included music. Thomas Ravenscroft's folk song compilation of 3 Blind Mice dates back to 1609. Ooh, I was about to say we get 2 of her. Dates back to 1609. Oh, you can hear us too? Can you hear us?
Yes, I can. I was
Look at God. Shabbat.
So excited. She's back. Okay, let me continue. Y'all, this is more than a notion, and we ain't even got like the super upscale. We have an issue, but we done paid enough money for it. So anyways, some good points about nursery rhymes before we hit some of the dark side of nursery rhymes. Child Development Sue Palmer and Ross Bailey, they have determined that music significantly helps in the child's mental development. And so learning songs and helping them, the spatial reasoning, which is relating to or occupying space, that helps it develop in a healthy fashion. So even learning our alphabet, did y'all ever think about that? How we have that little song, except saying L-M-N-O-P, L-M-N-O-P, but we like O-P. But certain learning, some people learn by singing. And so this helps with their development. Let's see what else. Hey, that's enough. That's a little history on nursery rhymes and how they came to be. But nursery rhymes didn't always have music to them. Uh-oh. Something must have happened. Can you still hear us, Sandra?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So I'm gonna kick this one off this time, and I'm gonna do Baba Black Sheep. Baba Black Sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 3 bags full. One for the master, one for the dame, one for the little boy who lives down the lane. Baba Black Sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 3 bags full. So Baba Black Sheep is about the medieval wool tax. Wool tax back in that era. It was imposed in the 13th century by King Edward I. Under the new rules, a third of the cost of a sack of wool went to him. That's kind of like paying tithes. They had to pay something to the king, right?
Mm-hmm.
So a third of the cost of the sack went to him. Another went to the church, and the last to the farmer. Hence, 3 bags full. In the original version, nothing was therefore left for the little shepherd. So he only had enough wool for 3 bags. And once he gave it all away, he got nothing. So this says, in the original version, nothing was therefore left for the little shepherd, the boy who lives down the lane. Black sheep were also considered bad luck because their fleeces could not be dyed. So it was less lucrative for the farmer. Isn't that something? Hence, check this out. Some people are called the black sheep of the family. Any comments, thoughts on that?
Well, that's kind of sad that he worked so hard and then he end up with nothing. You know, to think that he basically labored because he has to basically shed the wool. So my question would be, so he just gave it away without it paying him?
It was a tax, so you had to do that first.
So he gave a third to the, let me just say the king, a third to the who?
The church, and then the last went to the farmer. But the boy that's working, I doubt he got paid based on how the rhyme went.
So I would like to know if he was a slave or something, because somebody got to feed him somehow. And then it's amazing to me how, excuse my language, how warped people mind is, that even in those days, you know, because something is black, you can't dye it, and it's their limited mind, because we know that to say that, because like you said, the black sheep of the family, and that's no good. So even in nursery rhymes, they have this negative connotation of things, you know, things that are just things that are black. But I feel sorry for the little boy that works so hard and he don't get anything, so now he has to beg.
Yeah. And guess what? Me being me, the kid that I was, some of that wool would have been in my pocket.
I know that's right.
Well, yeah.
Eventually, we're going to have us a whole blanket from me skimming some wool off the top.
Put it in your shoe or something.
Something. Because we got to eat. I done worked all day. And you know, back then, it was nothing to work a 10 to 15, 16 hours a day. You got up before the sun came up, and you didn't stop till after the sun went down. You didn't really have a lunch break. You just took a break long enough to eat. And I don't get nothing, and I was the one in the field. I was the farm.
Yeah, that's madness.
A lamb gonna be missing a leg.
Oh God! They're gonna kill you because Stealing is punishable by death. They cut your arms off. They do all this stuff. You were a slave. Slaves
Wow.
don't even have rights. You just go
I
ahead
would
and
have
buy the
to
black sheep.
rely on my before deliverance, y'all, before deliverance, my good thievery skills. I would have had to rely on it.
Well,
Because what? This is so mean. He don't get nothing.
nothing. Nothing.
Nada.
No sympathy, nothing. Mm.
They don't care about him.
Nope.
Apparently. Or we'd have had 4 bags and I held one back.
4 bags full.
Yeah, because 3 bags full. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 3 bags full. 1 for my master, 1 for the dame, 1 for the little boy that lives down the lane.
Just like they've convinced us that Eli Whitney created the cotton gin. He had a whip. Why would he create a cotton gin? He saw a little black boy cranking out cotton, and then black people couldn't own patents, and he took the patent and he became a billionaire with the cotton gin. And it's like Eli Whitney created the cotton gin. Baba and the black sheep, that boy was buying all that. He was cutting up. Yeah, I would have been like that. I would have had wool in my pants, in my shirt underneath my arm, pants in my sock under my shoe. But of course, I would have been afraid of the whip, so I wouldn't have had none of them things. I'm telling you this because I didn't get beat growing up because I was afraid of punishment. So yeah.
Well, I didn't consider the beatings till the crime went down. So it was like, oh dang, right. You get caught, you're
gonna get killed with a teeth.
Yeah.
They're not playing.
That's it.
Yes, yes. Any other comments on that one?
No. It's just sad when you read these nursery rhymes.
It is
Very, very sad when you look at the history and you really think about things that people went through.
Yeah.
Like you say that your work, you fill the bags and then there is none for you. You know, kind of remind me of Scrooge, where the man worked all day in Scrooge. And then little Timmy father didn't have enough money to fix like to help with his leg, and they could barely eat, and we are working hard and have no money. That's sad though.
Yeah.
I don't know why I went there, but
Next.
Okay, go Maggie.
So in the 14th century, they had this rub-a-dub-dub. It started out with rub-a-dub-dub, 3 maids in the tub.
2 maids.
Oh, that's the original translation?
3 maids in the tub.
Okay.
Oh.
Right? Rub-a-dub-dub, 3 maids in the tub. And then they changed it to the butcher, to 3 men in the tub.
Ooh.
The butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker. But what happened is the maids in the tub, the butcher, the baker, and the candlestick maker was spying on the women while they were bathing.
Oh,
perverts.
okay.
And they also had a peep show. So it was either them spying on the women who were bathing, or they were at a peep show watching the women in the tub do all kind of stuff.
Yeah. So the peep show, they were willing participants then?
The women were rubber-dubbing. The men were peeping. The men were watching the rubber dubs.
Okay, wait. So is this a homosexual act going on? I'm trying to get some understanding.
Okay. It's a Christian show.
It's a Christian show that speaks truth.
The women were in the tub. The women, they're not in the same tub. The women are naked. It's like the women are naked.
I get that. What are the women doing in the tub? Are they playing with themselves?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I just didn't want to say that on a Christian show. They're doing all manner of lasciviousness.
Okay. So let's remember, this is why the church is in the shape it's in.
You're right.
So they were masturbating.
They
All
were
in the tub.
Yeah, so they were doing all manner of lasciviousness in the tub.
Oh,
Okay,
And
we can
the
use that
baker-
fancy word.
Huh?
We can use that fancy word.
The baker, the butcher, and the candlestick maker, they were all peeping out. They were peeping at them. They were checking, they were watching them. And the rub-a-dub-dub, we don't have to even consider what rubbing and a dubbing was. Okay?
They was just nasty.
Nasty.
Jesus.
Do y'all hear this, viewing audience? Selena, you got to make sure that you quickly upload this video.
But you know
I'm
what it
serious.
reminds
We
me of,
would
though?
get cut off.
It reminds me of on Sunday when you were talking about change the channel before you go to sleep because you don't know what's coming on, so you're opening yourself up, right? So again, with these nursery rhymes, we're singing them to our kids, but literally it's like we don't know what we're really saying. And yeah, that's a lot.
And
And
you
this
sing
is
that,
why we have this series.
and you singing this what to your children when you bathing them. Rub-a-dub-dub, 3 men in a tub, scrubbing your child. No, sir. It's
Right. Okay. What's the rest of it? Rub-a-dub-dub.
Okay, 3 men in the tub. The butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker, they all sail out to sea. 'Twas enough to make a man stare. It don't even rhyme.
So we went from 3 women playing
They
to 3
changed
men playing.
They changed it from the 3 women. They put the baker and the butcher and the candlestick maker in the tub, but the original song was the rub-a-dub-dub, 3 maids in a tub. Hey, rub-a-dub-dub ho, rub-a-dub. 3 maids in a tub. And who do you think were there? The butcher, the baker, and the candlestick maker. And all of them gone to the fair. Rub-a-dub-dub. 3 fools in the tub. Who do you think they be? The butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker. Turns out, knaves all 3.
Wow.
They all jumped in. A rotten potato was enough to make a man stare. What? And we singing that when we bathing our children. Rub-a-dub-dub, 3 men in the tub. And it's because they watching perverted women do things to themselves, and then they're doing stuff to themselves. They said they all jumped out of a rotten potato was enough to make a man stare. And what was the rub? What were they rubbing and dubbing? Yak. That's not even a yuck. I have to go islands yuck. Yak.
Y'all, if you are singing rub-a-dub-dub, go ahead and ball up the paper, put it in the trash. Take it out your vocabulary. You know what? That was actually one I didn't really care for. So, but what? That whole thing was perverted. Even when they switched it from the women to the men, they was just nasty.
Mm-hmm.
A
A
what?
rubbing and a dubbing.
tub. Because
Why
I
were they in the tub? It was like they say it was like a peep show. So they were peeping at the women them while they were doing things.
yeah, but why is 3 men? In those days, those tubs were small. I would leave that right there. Rub-a-dubby-dubby-doo.
Where was this written?
Change the words.
Yeah, right. I am upset. Where was this written?
In it's 14
Yep.
in 14 something. And then they changed it was first published in a Christmas box in London in 1798, but it's been there from the 1400s. And
Wow.
then when they changed it from that was in 1951, they changed it to 3 respectable town folks watching a dubious sideshow at a local fair. And that's when they turned it to Rubber Dub Dub, Three Fools in a Tub. Who do
Oh,
you think they be? The butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker. Turns out knaves all three.
You
but
know
it's,
what that say to me though? Oh, go ahead, Sandra.
no, I said it's still nasty. It doesn't matter how you try to twist it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they've come up with some more lyrics. Rubber Dub Dub, three men in a tub. And how do you think they got in there? The butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker. They all jumped out of a rotten potato. Was
Oh.
enough to make a man stare.
Oh. See, nasty.
Just
Mm.
disgusting.
What does the potato represent?
You know what the potato represent? They said it represent a whore.
Oh, I did not know. That's why I was asking.
Wow.
Why is a potato rotten?
I'm fixing my hair.
See,
All share one person. And I guess they like the perversion so much, they decided to get in the tub together.
Oh.
Next.
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do a save.
Leave it
A
alone.
good one. Praise the Lord.
No, I couldn't find any. I decided to be safe this time. To clear. After that, we need to clear our mind with a pure riddle diddle.
He said a pure riddle diddle.
I'm going to do a riddle diddle.
Oh, Lord.
This is a pure. They finally made a pure rhyme. Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle, the cow jumped over the moon. The little dog laughed to see such craft, and the fork ran away with the spoon.
Mm.
So it says, we all know the nursery rhyme, hey diddle diddle. But when you stop to think about it, how can a cow jump over the moon? If a cat could play the fiddle, wouldn't it be all over the internet? Why is a dish running away with a spoon? What's the little dog actually laughing at? And how do they all connect with each other? This family comedy offers 7 different outlandish tales, speculating about what might be the true story of Hey Diddle Diddle. It has a completely gender flexible cast, and I stop after that. So basically, there wasn't anything to find out more than, for me, was just imagination. But because I have a brain, I was like, oh, that's a, think of it. That's really a person's, unless you all could find something else, somebody's imagination to really think about, hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle, the cow jump over the moon. Because there's no way a cow could jump over the moon except in your imagination. So we needed something to clear the mind from Rubber Dub Dub. Yes. Any other thoughts, readers, listeners, hearers?
I looked up where it said, what does cow jumped over the moon mean? And it was representing something impossible or highly improbable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. To have a good imagination. But you know what? It's really, when I think about it, I think about even like the Lord, how sometimes the Lord give us dreams and how we use our imagination. And sometimes the Lord will tell you impossible things that you don't think could happen. But when you put your trust in him, you see what he says. Like, like, hey, Joshua still the moon. Nobody gonna think that could happen. Moses part the sea. Maggie, what happened? Did you find something else?
No, I'm just grateful.
Yeah. Moses part the sea. Noah built basically a yacht, could be bigger than a yacht. The boat, Noah's Ark. Noah built an ark, and there wasn't technology in those days, and so when you think about those things, it's almost the same, I believe, like, hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle. A cat, well, that's a different imagination. The cow jump over the moon. I just think it just makes your good imagination. So that if you have to say anything to your kids, please do that one. Hey diddle diddle. The cat and the fiddle, the cow jump over the moon. The little boy laughed to see such wait. The little dog laughed to see such craft, and the fork ran away with the spoon. Yeah. So that should clear our palate. It's like after you drink wine, you taste wine, they give you things to clear your palate. This was to clear your palate after those other rhymes.
That's disgusting.
Totally.
Oof, I tell you.
I think I've been traumatized.
I tried.
Oh my goodness.
I tried to help you all. I really did.
You did.
Yes. I tried to help you.
Okay, sing it in country music song. Okay, country music, go ahead. Merle Haggard, go ahead. Just a Yearwood, go on, girl.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, I am serious.
And you just think that some of these nursery rhymes are so sick, and we would sing them to our children when they go to bed or when they bathe in or something.
Yeah. That's it.
Let me see if I could find
A good one.
I have one.
I have a good
Okay,
one.
go ahead, Selena.
So it's called Here We Go Around the Mulberry Bush. So it's Here We Go Around the Mulberry Bush.
Right there, no. Because I was an ex-dummy. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. The mulberry bush, the mulberry bush. Here we go around the mulberry bush on a cold and frosty morning. This is the way we wash our face, wash our face, wash our face. This is the way we wash our face on a cold and frosty morning. This is the way we comb our hair, comb our hair, comb our hair. This is the way we comb our hair on a cold, frosty morning. This is the way we brush our teeth, brush our teeth, brush our teeth. This is the way we brush our teeth on a cold, frosty morning. This is the way we put on our clothes, put on our clothes, put on our clothes. Huh?
I said yes.
Oh, this is the way we put on our clothes on a cold, frosty morning. Here we go around the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush. Here we go around the mulberry bush on a cold, frosty morning. So this song was about prisoners at HMP Wakefield. And there was a mature mulberry tree that the prisoners would exercise around. The tree actually died in 2017. Well, actually it was cut down because it did die in 2017. And then they fully removed it May of 2019. But they were saying that the tree basically grew into a mature tree. And then that they actually were able to replant another tree at the prison. But yeah, it's just basically about prisoners dancing around or exercising around the tree.
Oh, and the female inmates had to exercise around that tree in the prison yard.
Yeah.
This is also the tune to The Wheels on the Bus Go round and round, round and round, round and round. Yeah, same tune. Yes.
Oh.
Oh.
Come on, somebody.
That rubber dub done messed up this whole little thing. We just funk.
Oh my God.
To know about Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. And let me see. I just looked that one up, and it says, as Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, the verse is about the dignity of a light shining bright. Something we don't fully understand, but that it is also helpful along our way. It's shimmering and it's free. There was something else I found. I have to go back to that one. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Nope, I have that one already. Oh, I lost it. Oh, here it is. Okay. I think this is the one. Okay. This line, Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, this line talks about that little star that twinkles inside our brain. And then it says we should pay attention to the beauty of this line. It says, "Twinkle, twinkle, little star," addressing that that little idea inside your head that has potential to become a star. It twinkles and it twinkles inside your head, waiting to be noticed. And when it gets noticed, it waits for you to take action. How I wonder what you are. Our small little brain, unaware of the potential of that idea, wonders what the idea is all about. Out of ignorance and fear, it tries to reject that idea in the first place, but it never stops wondering what that idea is all about and what potential it holds. Up above the world so high, this small idea inside our head seems to be so outside of this world, and we are not sure if the world we live in will accept this idea. It seems to be so up in the sky that it's outside of the reach anyone in this world. Just like the stars in the sky, which are there but outside of our reach. They are bright and magnificent, but because we cannot reach them, they seem to be unreachable. Like a diamond in the sky, we see this idea inside our heads and know within that it's a diamond, but this diamond seems far away. Outside of our reach, this diamond is waiting for us to come get it, but we are too fearful to go into the dark sky to fetch this diamond. If only we had the courage to reach for this diamond inside the depth of our mind, we could introduce it to the world and brighten our life. So the next time you watch this nursery rhyme with your kids, tell yourself that it is actually talking to you and not your kid. It is asking you to look within and take action to bring your idea into the world, even if that means you need to jump deep into the darkness of your fears to fetch this star and introduce it to the world. Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
Interesting. I like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one too. Yeah.
Indeed.
Ebony put one out, Miss Mary Mac, all dressed in black, black, black. She asked her, I don't her mother.
Mother for 50 cents, to see the elephants jump over the fence. They jump so high, they touch the sky.
I don't even know that
They
one.
never came back to the 4th of July, lie.
Is somebody looking that one up?
It's just straightforward. It's like a circus.
Oh.
They don't have any doesn't have any nefarious meanings.
Well, this one said it was a pre-Civil War song. Let me see if I can.
Please, Lord.
1 second, Ebony. All dressed in black is a classic children's hand clapping rhyme. The full rhyme continues with silver buttons all down her back. She asked her mother for 50 cents. To see the elephants jump over the fence. They jump so high. They reach the sky.
I'm dead already.
Come back to the 4th of July, la. Okay. Um, it's supposed to help develop fine motor skills and hand-eye coordination because you know you did this. You had that hand thingy. It's a fun rhythmic rhyme that's been enjoyed by all generations, and it's used sometimes as a skipping rope rhyme. Let's see.
So Margaret wants to know what's the topic.
Rhymes, nursery rhymes.
And the hidden meaning.
The hidden meaning.
And you couldn't tell her that.
I love you.
Oh my Lord.
I am still traumatized.
Margaret wants to know.
I am still traumatized over the people.
I just want to make sure did y'all find anything else on Miss Mary Mack?
Yeah, give me a minute. So this one says, oh, did I lose it? Hold on. I think I lost it. It was a little darkness in there. Okay.
I think Miss Mary Mack brought the darkness. I mean, Rubber Dub Dub brought the darkness.
Yeah, that might be the worst one so far.
Yuck.
Yeah,
some of them were pretty dark, but I think that one took it.
Yeah, I think we will leave Miss Mary Mack. Yeah, Maggie, your own hit really high.
My own?
Yeah, Miss Mary, not Miss Mary.
Rubber Dub?
Rubber Dub Dub. Yeah.
Yeah, Ebony, I don't see any other stuff. And if if she finds hers, we can certainly stop whatever we're doing and go back to it. What's this one?
We will leave Miss Mary Mack.
So that one's not a bad one.
No.
Though. It's good.
Yeah, let's stay with there. Let's just stay with us. Miss Mary Mack, all dressed in black. She asked her mother,
wait.
50 cents. We could stay right there.
Yeah. First, USS Mary Mack, a mid-1800s American warship. Yeah, but there's nothing. Now, it may have a Civil War meaning to it, but they don't give enough information for us to give you full information. So right now, Mary Mack is good to go. Go ahead. What were you going to say?
So AI says the game Miss Mary Mack has a potential, though debated, connection to slavery. Some theories suggest the song originated as a way for enslaved children to communicate coded message about freedom, with silver buttons possibly representing money or other means of escape. However, these are just theories, and the exact origin of the song are not definitively known. I'll go with that. I could go with that just because I want to.
Okay.
But there's nothing dark with Miss Mary.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
right on. Yes, indeed. I concur. All right. Let me see. Do y'all want to know about Rockabye Baby, Mary, Mary, Quite Contrary, or Lucy Lockett?
Let's go with Mary, Mary. She can't be as bad as the other one.
All right. Mary, the original version is Mistress Mary, Quite Contrary.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
How does your garden grow?
Oh Lord.
With silver bells and cockle shells, and so my garden grow.
oh,
Maggie, stop on your head. The modern version is Mary,
Mm.
Mary, quite contrary. How does your garden grow? With silver bells and cockle shells and pretty maids all in a row.
oh,
Mm.
So, Mary, Mary, quite contrary is potentially about Bloody Mary, daughter of King Henry VIII in England, and concerns the torture and murder of Protestants.
Yep.
Queen Mary was a staunch Catholic, and her garden here is an allusion to the graveyards which were filling with Protestant martyrs. The silver bells were
Jesus.
thumb screws, while cockle shells are believed to be instruments of torture which were attached to male genitals.
I knew that
Oh,
cockle shells. I knew that cockle shells was.
Ain't
oh.
that something?
So why?
Mary, Mary, quite contrary.
So why she had to put torture their private parts?
That's probably the most sensitive part on a man.
All because they believe differently. You're a Catholic and they're Protestants.
Kind of like what's happening now.
People are really sick in their mind when they sometimes when you think about how people really will go out of their way to kill or torture someone or something because it's different from what they believe. Then basically then all of us need to die because all of us have, you understand what I'm saying, things that they believe that you don't believe, or it doesn't matter, but for you not even to have the tolerance, not only that, to this is the sickness of her mind, to build a garden
The garden is full of dead
of
people.
dead people.
And she probably thinking she praising the Lord with that.
Exactly. And think
Oh, I
she's,
hope not.
and well, the thing that they're right. What was I looking at? Some show I was looking at, and I was looking at how people really, because you don't believe what they believe, and they so the evenness. I think that's what I always tell my husband. Like when I look at shows with like different belief and religion, and I look at how people they so believe that what they believe is true that it births a hatred, and there's this hatred and then there's always darkness around them. That is something I always realize, that there is always darkness. There's nothing light, there's nothing
Mhm.
beautiful or anything. It's like this hatred that they have, it birthed a darkness, and everything in their house is never light, it's
Yep.
always darkness. And I am like, well, that is such a miserable life for you to live, because it's like that hate brings a darkness and ugly.
Mhm.
It's all in them. It's on the wall. It's on the sea. I'm serious. I noticed that with certain like movies you will watch, and you will just see people hatred. It just
Mhm.
starts flowing out, and that's a
Yep.
sad way to live, I think.
It
Yeah.
is. And in addition to that, the reason she was killing so many Protestants, she was attempting to rebuild or restore Catholicism in England after the Protestant reign of her father and brother.
So the only way to get it is just to kill people and put a garden and
Exactly.
torture their private parts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who was that one? I forget his. Did it start with a J or R? I don't know. whatever king it was in the Bible that killed all the little his family. Ain't nobody taking my place. I'm just killing the whole bloodline, my own family. You will not rise up against me.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But to think that your belief is so, to think that your belief is the only belief. I remember when Jesus said, I have other sheep you know not of. Because the disciples said, there are other people calling your name and doing things in your name. Should we go get them? And Jesus said, I have other sheep you know not of. Why are you? Okay, so they're Protestants and you're Catholic or whatever, however it goes. So you got to kill them so they can't worship. But you know, we getting ready to be there too.
Okay, when you said we think our belief is the only belief, isn't our belief the only true belief though?
I'm talking about the woman who was the
No, but like
nursery.
you've been bringing it to up to date in this century.
Oh, I wasn't talking about us on this. I wasn't talking about us.
I'm bringing it now up to this century.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't we say that our belief is the only true belief? Keyword being true.
Yes, we would say that.
Yeah.
We're just not going to, the four of us are not going to go out and kill people because they disagree with our belief. But
I am
almost lost it.
I'm actually way too old for jail. And I love chicken way too much to be eating jail food, especially over God. And God gonna be like, look at Maggie over there doing something I ain't even told her to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mary, quite contrary, you killing people in my name? Right? What? You killing people in my name?
She wasn't even killing in God's name.
She was killing in
hers, because she said, this says Queen Mary I, who was known for her strong Catholic views and her attempts to reverse the Protestant reforms of her father, Henry VIII, and her brother, Edward VI.
Yep.
And to me, like when they say their Catholic views or the Protestant, I don't see it as the Bible. It's what many religious systems have done the extension of. Like I grew up Baptist, and we had what was the word called? Dang it, I forgot what it was called, but it was like this covenant thing. As a Baptist member in the denomination of being a Baptist, that even if you left your current church, that you commit that you're going to connect with. It wasn't crazy, but it was still an extension of additional rules beyond the Lord. And I believe every denomination has something. And so I'm thinking that that's what this is, when a lot of times that's where we also get ourselves in trouble. You're believing more in what you hand wrote versus what the Bible has stated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because to this day, I'm going to die saying, all of y'all that are priests need to go ahead and get married. Y'all need to you're not sinning. Get married. Marry a woman. And nuns, if y'all playing around, you need to go ahead and get a husband. Maggie, come back. But it's the truth. Is that not hiding in darkness? That's having a form of godliness and denying the power thereof. I remember when the Lord said, girl, you're going to keep playing. That's exactly how he said, you're going to keep playing. You're going to get a disease that they don't have a pill for. You are whoring around. I don't know how he talked to y'all, but I was hard-headed and slow of learning. So he came straight for my jugular many times.
Mm-hmm.
And those are things we're afraid to stand. Oh, you're going to be mad at me. You're going to do that to be mad. I don't have that many friends anyway. So, and I've learned to enjoy shopping by myself, eating by myself if I have to. But we have to stand up as a church, the church of God, the church God called, whatever names we're putting on it, believers, the body of Christ, Christians, whatever the name that fits you, that works. Yeah. See, that took me down that road based off a little Mary being contrary.
Yep.
And they made a movie. In a sense, the dark part of it. The dark part of it was that Bloody Mary, or is that what the name of it was? Yeah. 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 So we gotta, man, we gotta get right.
Yeah, because Jesus told us to go into the world teaching and baptizing in his name. We have all these denominations, and in all these denominations, which is of course splinters, because if you're a denomination, that means you're not all one. And then we're teaching our portion, what we believe, and then we're disparaging like I'm a Christian, I'm a Christian, so I despise the Baptist, or I despise the 7-day, or I despise this or despise that. And it's like he called to unify us. What do we have in common? Is it Jesus? Do we have that in common? Okay, now what do you believe? Because do you believe as the scriptures have written? This Bible, what this Bible says.
Yes.
Because it says if you believe as the scripture says, you're going to be saved. It didn't say if you believe what Kunta Kinte said, or Mama Ro, or Papa says, if you believe as the scriptures have said. And so we got to stop. Just because it says, if any man be in Christ, he's a new creation. And I might think that in Christ mean enthroned, and this person might think in Christ mean in a church. So then they start the in Christ church over here, and I'm the enthroned church over here, and over there we not the in Christ or enthroned over there. So now they have 5 different churches, all because we disagree on one verse.
Exactly. And that is why a refuge in the city is not a denomination, including non-denominational. We're just a body of believers. I remember a fella asked me on the elevator one time. We were at a hotel. He's like, "Oh, what denomination are you?" I said, "We're not one." "Oh, you're non-denominational." I said, "Nope, we're not that either." And he looked like, "Well, if you're not that, like, what are you?" "We believe Jesus Christ." We don't owe anybody a denomination. It was a self-made, a handmade thing, which means I don't have to follow it. And I'm not going against God. And he has called us to unify, not divide.
Right.
And that's exactly what denominations have done, divided. And some and I'm not saying all, I'm saying some people in their denominations, they do treat others as though they're better. You haven't arrived like we have. That's wrong. It's wrong.
Yep.
Well, we made it through.
Yes.
Do we have any other comments before we sign off? All right. Well, we're going to we'll do one more week to finish up our nursery rhymes. And what do y'all think about, I heard when you were doing like some chocolate history, what do y'all think about us sharing what chocolate people have invented as our next series?
Oh,
okay, that sounds good.
Yeah. All right, then that's what we're gonna do.
Okay,
we're gonna name it Impact History. Impact History. So when we finish up one more week of nursery rhymes, we're gonna move into Impact History. All right.
Oh.
And what were we going to say?
I'm going to say on Facebook, the listeners, you can help us with that too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Yes, indeed. All right. We love y'all. And there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Bye-bye.
God has a purpose.
That's going to be good.
God has a plan. I'm living His will. He's got me in His hands. I'm chilling, chilling, chilling with purpose. God has a purpose. God has a plan. I'm living His will. He's got me in His hands. I'm chilling.